Okay, so I found one thing. Most of what I find is like 50%, or 33% when it's supposed to be 33%, and it's really hard to find edge. What I found is that overall there's very little edge. So in my back test, in my study here, I got 30,000 trades. And it's coming from the chart. It's coming from my algo here that just show or just tracks what the market does. Okay. Um, so what I found was that let's say a 4R. Okay, you're going for a 4R because you add on every R increment. It may end up going to a 4R, but straight to a 4R, and you can actually make 15R out of it. So just 4 increments, but you make 15R because you double your contract size each R increment until you get there. A little confusing, but that's how the math works. You risk one to make 15, and the edge there is nothing. There is no edge. It's negative 0.05. It's negative 0.05 R per trade. So it's very, very, very normal. And you want to see 1Rs for the sake of simplicity. 1Rs, the rate of 1Rs happening is 0.001 R per trade. What that means is it's truly remarkable how 50-50 this is. In total, there's 30,713. Okay. 30,713. 15 of them happen to go a 1R. So 78 divided by 30,713. 50%, 0.07%. So whatever. Basically, it's 50%. It's crazy how everything's so accurate. So I'm hunting for some edge, and I found something here where, let's say it goes 4R, right? In one direction. It pays out 15R. There's zero edge here. You can see it's zero edge. However, when there's a double-double, I just called it that. I don't know if it's going to be called that. I can call it anything I want. That's the beauty of this. So basically, this is the result column right here. You can't probably see it much, but this is the result column. I'm waiting for a double-double. You can see this is extremely volatile. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a double-double. See this? Bam, bam. That means it goes down, down, and then up right away. You can see on the chart, it's probably like a bing, bam. It goes up, goes right back down to where it was. Like, what was that thing? Well, that's what the data would show. A double. So what happens the next 5 trades? That's what we're betting on. The next 5 trades, it'll settle down, or speed up. I don't care. I mean, this shows volatility. Let's do some more volatility. What shows in the data, here it is the next 5 trades actually don't move very much. If you want to see the real data, I think it's this one. Blanks. There you go. Okay. This is the real data here. Using 4R, going for 15 to 1. Okay. Just bear with me here. The next 5 trades, in general, are mean reverting, and you can see it's now 2,000 trades, which is a decent amount. That's still a good sample, and it's so it's 0.38 R per trade, and you're risking 15 to make 1. Or the other. I'd like it the other way around, but it shows that it's negative, and I did it during the day. It was even worse. But let me try 3Rs here. 3Rs pay out 7R if it goes 3 in one direction. So maybe I would rather do that one because I don't like risking that freaking much on a trade. Let's see what these pay out. And they do about the same, 30.3R per trade. Mean reverting works in this case. Mean reverting is way, way statistically significant compared to its normal. This segment of data is way highly skewed towards mean reversion. Why is that? It's because it just zinged some volatility and then it's calming. It's calmed just at least for 5 trades, just for 5 trades. That's all the study is. I don't know where it was. 50%? Was that during the day? I'll do 900 to 1430. I thought it was during the day or something that it showed even better results. Not sure why it couldn't find that. It was excellent results. I mean, I'm talking 0.5R per trade. Let me see this during the day. So that was all time. This is during the day. Yeah, there you go. During the day is 0.46. It goes up during the day. So if that happens during the day, bro, it's about 0.5R per trade that you can make, which is pretty substantial. So whenever I see a zing zam right there, bang bang, a bang bang, you know what I'm doing. I'm probably going to mean revert. So back on my spreadsheet, any of this happened today? I see a couple of them. Let's see what happened. Oh, this is back in time. This is April 30th with my back test. Here's one. So it goes 3, it goes 3. You see that 3 and then goes 3? My bet, what we just back tested, the bet shows that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. You want to mean revert. You want to say that, no, I want you to go back to wherever you were. It doesn't matter if it goes 1R in one direction. I'll double up the position and say go back. Goes up 2R, 3R in one direction. I say no. Double up again. Go back. As long as it doesn't go 4R in one direction, you're going to make 1R each and every trade. And the idea is to continue to accrue just so many 1Rs. You just win out because there's so many 1Rs. There will be 15Rs against you, which is the 4R, the big trends that happen. But according to the data, it shows that it's positive to do that. And honestly, this is not the last time I've seen that. If that happens and you successfully do that, it's not a bad time to flip the bias and say, all right, now I'm risking 1 to make 15. And I think that it does have that residual volatility. That's not the first time I've seen that, where it's double and then it's nothing, and then bam, the trend happens right there. Because that 4R, if you capture that, you get paid 15R. I mean, that's a large amount of trades that you just made. That's the idea. So I'll further test probably. I'll probably further test if this was a success the next 5. Then the issue is it becomes a smaller denominator, and I don't like that. So I think this is sufficient just like that. And then, you know what? I don't necessarily have to test the next 4. I might just judge it based on experience with the spreadsheet and just more and more back test it. But I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out for an influx of volatility, especially if it's calmed down. Like, look at this. There's the 3. Oh, this was the same one. My bad. This was the same one. So that was the 3. It relaxes and then it has its volatility right there. But then it relaxes a long time too. So, and then bam, damn. The big close in the market there. Anyways, very interesting. I think that's probably a good thing to note. I was wondering that, like, I don't know. I got to get used to this spreadsheet and seeing some patterns, and that's a pattern that has edge. There's no doubt. Especially judging by the fact that all of this is very, 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 very efficient. The market's super efficient. From pretty much every study I've ever done, is the market's super, super efficient in terms of just being random. But that result is not random. That result is not random. So that's a good thing to note. So when it goes up, down, think it's going to chill for a little bit before it makes its next move. I would not mean revert after that. No, I would only do 5 trades, even less than that possibly. So I think that's the move. But all right, mate. Peace.